said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Back to pass, it's Owens. Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
The give. Shakes off the defender. Picks up the first down. They finally get it stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the left side. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He's up to 51 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 7. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, you start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Owens. Takes the easy one to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
They booted away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football around.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to the ground game on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
How about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. To To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Simon. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Longhorns looking to convert on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 56 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. He'll keep it himself. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dime, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. You know this coaching staff was hoping for more from their senior quarterback. They thought they'd be able to... And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got a man. It's Butler. Turning it on. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Third down. Red zone play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Quick spin on the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! He would not be denied.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio.
Power football with the run.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw. It's Carr. Quick completion on the out route. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll ride Davis here. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
That's reeled in. It's Thorne. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Dances away to buy time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Complete in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll go hurry up here. Scanning the field, it's Owens. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The short hands, it's Thorne. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll run the screen. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hansen. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
To the 15. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top?
Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Michigan 24, Texas 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Farrell. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Release to the back. Got him in. It's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
It's complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
31, Texas 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on the field.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Thorne. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So there
he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. The sweet feet buy a little time. He is sacked way behind the line. Just a catastrophic play there. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they get down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over San Diego State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got enough for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Farrell. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here comes the Texas offense. When you've got a veteran behind center as they have, he has to produce more than he has in this one. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle, and you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Quickly out to the tight end. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Looking to throw again. It's complete to the left. Smashes through the tackle. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. To the air on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up for the PAT.
Down close to the goal line. Great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Dropping back, it's Owens. Quickly to the tight end. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll do it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington.
And that clock is ticking. That clock is ticking big time. I want to take shots down the field. I want to save my timeouts, and I want to try to get out of bounds here with the clock ticking down and us trailing by a score.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. They'll snap it from the 39, and the kicker will need a 56-yarder to give his team a chance to win. And it's good! On opening weekend, a walk-off field goal to win the game! How much fun was that?